My name is Hunter Nadler. I've been using Beneficial Insects since 1981, just over 30 years. We've been using lacewing, trichogramma wasp, and predatory mite. We've been purchasing the products from Beneficial Insectary, and today we are going to focus on releasing predatory mite. One of the most important things is to know what type of mite you need to control the pests that you have. In this area, in the Central Valley, we prefer to use the Occidentalis. And the reason we're using the Occidentalis is because the Occidentalis can tolerate the heat. Persimilis, Californicus, which are used in the cooler areas, the cooler regions such as the Central Coast, in some of the vegetables, some of the strawberry applications. These are applied starting, again, late May, June, all the way through June, into July, and even into August. Even as we begin to see the temperature change, the dews come, and the pest pressure drop, we still apply them in hopes of eradicating what we have out there prior to the pest mite going into what we call the dormant stage, where they're going to be there for the following year. People come out and they say, well, how many should I apply to my field? Every field differs. No two fields are alike, no two seasons are alike. In reality, as a farmer, we all know that no 2 weeks are alike. We're going to be in the 90s now, we're going to drop to the 80s next week. We were 109 3 days ago. And the problem you have is, what do I do? How many mite do I put out? How many should I order? When should they be shipped in? The rule of thumb from the history over 30 years is that we have found, in order to have enough mite to take care of the problem, we commit with the insectary and say, for an 80-acre parcel, we want to buy 240,000 mite. With the beneficial mite, you're actually monitoring your field, you're looking to see where you have the problems. If you have a hot spot from the prior year and you're going out early, you're going to treat that hot spot because you know that's where they're going to start. There are people who, after they've been doing this for a couple of years, they will look and they'll say, okay, historically, this is where we have the problem, this is what we've done, so we know if we bring in 500 mite to the acre and we want 3,000 mite for the year, we will schedule 6 shipments. Other people schedule 8. Some people go out and say, we've had good control just treating the perimeters the first time, where we're making sure that we don't have it come in from our neighbors or from the road. So again, if you were to say, what rate should I apply? My question, the first question would be, what pressure did you have last year? Have you mapped out where the pressure is? Do you know where the hot spots are? The piece of equipment that I'm standing by is one of the pieces of equipment that can be used for mass release. We're going to talk about a few methods of mass release. A lot of the equipment that is already on a vineyard, already at an orchard, on the farm can be adapted. It's cost effective and it's not something that's going to run into hundreds and thousands of dollars to try to adapt to releasing beneficial insects on a mass scale. They come in from Beneficial Insectary and they're shipped in a box. Basically, like I said, we prefer them to come overnight by FedEx or UPS. They have ice. The most important thing to do upon receiving this box is to make sure you move them out of the sun. They're living organisms. Heat and the beneficials don't mix. Keep it in a cool place until you get ready to put them out. We will not order more than we can put out over a 2-day period. What comes in today, this morning, will start being released at night or the following morning, and we will finish it by the next morning. Putting them out at the best time of the day where it's not going to be too hot. We don't put it out in the middle of the day when it's real hot. We'll go early in the morning, late in the evening. Since we mix lacewing with them, we will actually open the bottles, take our containers of lacewing that the pure eggs come in a small white cardboard cup, measure them in, put them in the bottle, and then just with a gentle roll, start mixing them until we see that the green lacewing eggs appear to be evenly distributed. Methods of mass release, using a rig like this, these were extended over the top of the vine rows when you're going down. You move the lever and you can actually see the grit will fall out carrying the lacewing and mite with the grit. That's one method to do in the vineyard for mass release. Another, you can use a sulfur machine, put it in the airflow only, not through any of the augers, not through anything else, but just pipe it directly into the airstream and blow them into the vines. In almond orchards, the same thing can be done. A very simple method, if you're going for just a few, is a 2-inch PVC pipe with a 1-inch pipe coming in, cut at an angle, making a venturi tube, hooking on a backpack blower with nothing more than a shutoff for a garden hose, inverted bottle. You pour it in the top, start the, backpack blower, open it up to preset marking, and start blowing it up into the trees, into the vines, wherever you want to get it at a higher altitude. Little bit of advice that we learned is cover this with plastic because you do build up a static charge and you will get shocked when you ground yourself for the first time. So these are just a couple of ways of doing mass release in the vineyard, in an orchard, in a strawberry field, over vegetables, around the garden, numerous applications for the beneficial.